Hi. You guys do not understand. I never do this. I don't know what is going on, but this is already the third time that I've had to start this video. I don't know what's going on with my brain, but I cannot get through this. Like, I don't know. I'm so discombobulated right now in my head. I don't know what's going on. I had a therapy appointment today, and from now on, my therapy appointments were moved to Monday. It's at 2 o'clock. So, I'll be seeing her every Monday at 2 o'clock now. And I did address like two things with her today. I addressed one, how can I rewire my brain to stop just focusing on the negative, right? Because for me right now, I want to focus on the positive. I want to focus on the things that I'm grateful for. Like my migraines are under control right now. It's been a couple weeks. I've had some headaches here and there, but not a migraine. And if you've ever had migraines, you know the difference. Even a horrible headache pales in comparison to a migraine. Even a weak migraine, nothing. They're nothing alike. So, and headaches are horrible. I hate headaches, but migraines are worse for me and everybody that I know that gets migraines. Maybe there's somebody out there who would prefer a headache or would prefer their low-grade migraine to a high-grade headache, but I'm not one of them. I want to focus on the fact that I'm super excited that my migraines are under control. I am now on the Qulipta 60 milligrams, which is a prophylactic daily, and then I still have my Ubrevely as my rescue tablet, right? But we did bump it from 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams. And I do not take those every day. The Qulipta has been enough. I have not had to take one single dose of the Ubrevely yet, since I've gone on to the 60 milligrams of Qulipta. So that's awesome. And, yeah, you guys, I'm super happy. My magnesium that I've been waiting for is finally here. We ordered 2 bottles. If, David said when he gets paid on Friday, he'll order another 2. So we'll always have a supply, because I didn't think that he was bothered by switching pills. He told me that he was fine on the magnesium that I had purchased, that I figured would just fill the void for a while, and we would not have, I never imagined that it would cause the issues that it's caused with me and my bowels. And it wasn't until I was sitting there complaining to him, and it's not like I just said, hey, let me complain. I was having a problem, and my bowels have not been moving at all. Like I started out where, when I take these every day, I go every day, every single day. When I stopped taking these and we switched to the other one because these ones are out of stock, I started going every other day, and that was going on for a while. And then suddenly it went to every 2 or 3 days. And then the last week it's been like every 3 to 4 days. So I'm like, can't do this anymore. Because this is painful. This is really painful. So I've been taking laxatives, which I hate to do because it tends to like bring on like cramping and like, just there's other things involved with taking laxatives that I don't like, but especially the cramping. And it tends to give you like a lot of gas, but the cramping is the worst part. Like I hate it. And so, yeah, so I've been doing that, and I'm so grateful that these finally came back in. If you guys are also struggling with, bowel issues, not only bowel issues, okay, this one is, it's called Wild Magnesium Complex by the brand A Wild Foods product. I always have them linked in my description because I knew that they were amazing, but I didn't understand just how amazing these ones are until we had to switch over. This one is 7 times full spectrum magnesium complex with humic and fluvic minerals. I don't know how to say that. There are like 12 different types of magnesium, 10 or 12 different magnesiums, and this has 7 of them. So it has magnesium glycinate, magnesium bisglycinate. Don't ask me to pronounce these things because I don't know. I'll show you. But it has all of these things, And then it has the humic fluvic monatomic blend. Freak if I know. I don't know. But anyways, this is thebomb.com. You will never catch me ever trying something different. So I was complaining to him because he was asking me what was wrong. And I told him, I'm trying to go to the bathroom, okay? Like, I was in the bathroom for like 30 minutes. I'm sorry, you guys, if this is TMI, but we think this might even be what is causing the severe back pain, is the fact that I'm extremely constipated. And so I was in the bathroom for like 30 minutes and I couldn't go. And I was trying so hard and I couldn't go. And I told him when I came out of the bathroom, he's like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, I haven't been able to go to the bathroom in 3 days. Like, I'm hurting. Like, my stomach hurts, my back hurts, my head hurts. Like I was even like shaking. Like, I was in pain. And I was like, man, I can't wait, because this showed up yesterday while we were gone, but it still showed up. And as soon as we got home, I could not wait to take it. But as I was complaining to him about not being able to go to the bathroom, he was like, you know, now that you mention it, and he started complaining about the differences that he's noticed since we switched magnesiums. So I said, okay, fine. You're going to also go back on these. And I thought I was going to be able to get away with just me being on these and him being on the other ones, because he wasn't being affected the way that I was. But apparently that's not the case. So we are going to go back to these. And I'm so grateful that we found these, because they not only help us with our bowel movements, they also help with cramping. I also have restless leg syndrome. And for those of you with, I don't know if it's mild sleep apnea, but I know it's obstructive sleep apnea, moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea. A lot of us who have sleep apnea will also have restless leg syndrome. And I've known about my restless leg syndrome for far more years than I've known about the sleep apnea. And I'm like, okay, this helps. I haven't been having issues with my legs since I started taking these. David gets cramps in his calf because years ago he was pinned by a forklift. He used to work in a warehouse, and he was a forklift driver. And one day some guy, I don't know how he did it, but he pinned him with the forklift to the wall, and he injured his leg pretty bad. David had to get surgery on his leg and his foot. And since that's happened, his leg is never like fully recovered, like his nerves. So he gets really bad cramping in his calf. And when he takes these, it helps so much. These are not cheap either. They're like they're $27 a bottle, but when you buy two, we can get them for 40 something for two. But if you buy 3 at a time, you can get them for like 50 something. So the next time we buy them, we are going to buy the 3 so that we can always have, because this is only meant for one person, a 30-day supply for one person. We're 2 people, so this only lasts us 2 weeks. So we buy the 2 so that, it'll be a month's supply. The next time we buy them, we will buy the 3, because it is cheaper to buy it the more you buy them, and we are going to be taking them every single day. So we'll always have at least an extra week's worth before we buy them again, Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. It also helps you sleep. Just in case, for those of you who have issues sleeping, these help so much. There's not a whole lot of information about the benefits of magnesium on here, but let me tell you right now, magnesium is the #1 lacking mineral in the US. So you guys, if you're not taking some form of magnesium, or if you're in the market for a new one, I highly recommend this. They're amazing. And we took our first dose last night because it barely came yesterday. We took our first dose last night, and both of us had a regular bowel movement this morning. And it literally wasn't even a 12-hour difference from when we took it to when we both were able to, when we woke up and went to the bathroom and stuff. So highly recommend. I highly recommend those. But week 41, you guys. I was going to talk about this on the live, but I figured that I should wait until my weekly weigh-in, because that's the way I roll, right? So we have hit, oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Why did I put it like it's money? I wrote it in like it's money, but it's not money. So, you guys, if you didn't know, I started this journey at 483 pounds. It was the highest I've ever weighed in my entire life, which is 183 pounds. Well, actually about 185 pounds more than I've ever weighed. My highest normal, daily, monthly, whatever, for years and years and years was 296 pounds, give or take 4 pounds in either direction and I mean years. I remember first weighing that when I was 15, and I weighed that until I was like 39. And then within a year to a year and a half, after COVID began and like I had my mental breakdown and stuff, I gained all of the weight back because I was down to 235 pounds. Gained all the weight back, the 115 pounds that I had lost. And then I had gained an additional 100 and some odd pounds. Last week we were at 285 pounds. This week we weighed in at 283 pounds. Do you know what that means? If you're anything like me, no, you don't know what it means. It took me a minute. Like I seriously didn't even consider it. However, I am officially 200 pounds down as of today. If you're new here, I've lost 120 pounds on my own over about a year and a half. Well, really about a year. In about a year, I lost 115 pounds. And then it took about 6 months to lose another 5 pounds. And then after that 120 pounds, I could not lose another single ounce, not a single smidge of an ounce for over 6 months. And then I got the diagnosis of the type 2 diabetes and the insulin resistant PCOS and the inflammation type of PCOS, and all of these like things just piled up on top of me. And both my doctor and, well, my regular like primary care doctor and my OB told me, because I was expressing to them just how, separately of course, but I was expressing to them just how disappointed I am in myself that I wasn't able to move any further down. Like I was restricting my calorie intake more. I was doing a lot of things trying to get my my weight to move, and it just wouldn't. And they both told me, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm surprised you were able to lose as much as you were with the conditions that you have. You know, you're hypothyroid, you have insulin resistant PCOS, you have type 2 diabetes now, you have an autoimmune disease that also causes inflammation. You have obstructive sleep apnea. You got some things that are not working for you, right? And so that's when I started Mounjaro. I started it on June 29th, which is also the day that I started Depo, to try to control my periods because they were insane. And I had found out that I had fibroids, and I found out that there was just a lot of things going on with my health that I was unaware of prior to that. So I was like, okay. I never imagined, I didn't think about it, to be honest with you. Like I've always like just been clocking them separately. So the 120 pounds and now the 80 pounds with the Mounjaro since starting in June. And I'm just sitting here like, it wasn't until one day it just dawned on me. And it was when I was updating my description, because my description said it was 197 pounds. And then I moved last week to 199 pounds. And I was like, hey, I'm 1 pound away. And I'm like, okay. So here we are. Welcome to, I don't know. Welcome to the other part of this journey, I guess. Because I'll be honest with you, it's getting harder again. I spent, 6 weeks stuck. And I'm like, okay, stuck like Chuck, right? But I was also dealing with all that extra inflammation in my back and just like, it was insane what was happening to my body. But I think we're under control again, and I think we are going to be okay. I know we are, you know. I told my OB that I have a goal that I am going to be 100 pounds down come June for my 1 year anniversary from how much you lost with Mounjaro. It will be, actually, I want it to be over 100 pounds. So 101 pounds. So I have 21 more pounds to lose by June. We are in April. I can do it. Yeah, it's 2 months. April to May, May to June. Yeah, 2.5 months. I can do it. I can do it. So yeah, here we are. Here we are. And just sitting here like this, my back is hurting, you guys. When I did the live, I couldn't sit back all the way. So I was like kind of hunched over because my back was hurting, but I also had a towel rolled up behind my back. So it was helping with like the support. I don't have that today because I put it in the wash. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. I used to have like this pillow back support on here, but David got it for something and now we can't find it. We don't know what happened to it. But anyways, so I'm officially 200 pounds down. I don't know like how to feel about that, to be honest with you. I feel very just blah about it, and I shouldn't. Like, I should feel really excited. I should feel really happy. I should be very proud of myself. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not. I'm really not. And they're kind of like just numbers to me right now. Like, I'm not acknowledging somewhere inside of me. It's like somewhere inside of me, I have the inability to acknowledge just how far I've come. And I don't know why that is. So I'm addressing it with my therapist because, you know, what else am I supposed to do with this kind of information? To me. And I don't know what's going on, you guys. Look at my neck. I got that rash again. And now, like, it is itching so bad. Like at night, I'm just scratching. Look at, I've scratched like these like marks into my neck. And I have it on my chest too because I can't stop scratching. And I'm like, what is going on? David thinks that I might be allergic to the new detergent we're using. And I'm like, thank God nowhere else on my body itches like this. It's just here on my neck and my chest. It's itching like crazy. I don't know what it is from, but it's no fun, that's for sure. But I hope you guys are having a great day. You guys, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but something's wrong mentally anyways. I had like this whole idea where I wanted to try these out for you guys. I found these in Costco. They're called Drizzlicious. They are mini rice cakes. This one is the s'mores flavor. They're only 90 calories per serving in these little bags, right? I found them at Costco. There's a big box and they have 3 different flavors. There's this one, the s'mores bites. There's one that are like cinnamon rolls. So basically just tastes like cinnamon, which I love. And the other one is birthday cake, and David loves those. So we each have our own separate, like the one that we love. But the s'mores is my favorite. And on the box, it said, oh, it even says right here, now with even more marshmallow flavor. And I don't know if you guys know, but I love marshmallows. And they also have, these are made, they're not just rice cakes, but they're made with chia, quinoa, and flax. So, I don't know, they're super good. They're 21 grams per bag. And I thought I would test them for you guys. Let me see. This is what they look like. They're super duper tiny and super delicious. I don't know if you can hear that. But, oh, they're so good. So I bought these, a box of these because, you know, I send David lunch every day when he goes to work. And I like to make sure that he always has plenty of snacks so he doesn't have to stop at the gas station or what have you to go buy, you know, snacks when he has them. So I didn't expect to really like them as much as I do, but I do. I really like them. Stay. And for 90 calories, can't go wrong, right? It's a great snack. Although I'm a type 2 diabetic and I am a insulin resistant PCOS type ever. So I really shouldn't be having a lot of simple carbohydrates like this, but this little tiny bag has 15 grams of carbohydrates, which really I shouldn't be, you know, eating much of, but here I am, because sometimes you just need a sweet treat. And I don't know, why not, right? Why not? So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that, I don't know how to explain what I'm going through right now. Just, I was telling my therapist that with this pain in my back, like, it's hard to focus on anything else. It's hard to like be grateful for other things. It's hard to like get through those things, but I am actively, really desperately trying to work on that, because I don't want to be, I don't want to be stuck, and I don't want to be ungrateful, because I am blessed. I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed to be where I am. I am 200 pounds lighter today than I was, you know, when I started this journey back almost 3 years ago. 200 pounds is a big deal. And I spent an entire year, losing 5 pounds pretty much. It took me 6 months to lose an additional 5 pounds. And then it took me 6 months to lose absolutely zero. So I spent a year doing nothing. But I'm so incredibly blessed, and I'm trying so hard to just like dwell in that, to dwell in the gratitude, and to dwell in the like incredible health that I have right now in comparison to where I was 3 years ago, even compared to where I was 3 months ago. For those of you who've been around that long, you guys know, you guys remember just how drained I was all the time, how yellow I was, how dark circle under my eyes that were sunken in. I looked yellow. Like, you would never have believed that I was a brown person in my face. You know, my body, yeah, brown, but my face didn't look brown. My face looked yellow, like green even sometimes. And I'm sure that didn't come across on camera the way that it did in real life, but I'm grateful, and I want to dwell in that gratefulness. And I want to dwell in those blessings, and I want to dwell in the good things, and I don't want to live in the sorrow and the suffering and the pain. But I'm struggling right now, you guys, to get out of that, like, into that mental, like, just pit that I've gotten myself into over the last couple of weeks. And I'm trying really hard to just claw my way out of it, but I don't know how to do that. But I'm working on it. And I asked my therapist about it, and she was like, a lot of people get stuck in that. However, I don't believe you're going to be one of them. And I was like, how could you say that? She said, I could say that because you recognize that it's happening, and you are actively seeking a solution. And not a lot of people would do that. And I was like, okay. I'm going to take your professional word for it, and I'm going to put my faith in it, and I am going to turn this around. I am. So next week we are going to have a party. We are going to have, actually, let's have a party on Saturday. Saturday we're going to have a team down 200 pounds party. A live party of being down 200 pounds. There's not a lot of people in this world who need to lose 200 pounds and still not be at their goal. I'm down 200 pounds, and I'm still, like 150 pounds away from where I want to be. 160 pounds. That's okay. It's okay. We are more than halfway there now, and we will get there. But you guys, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I hope you guys are having a great week. I would love to hear all about it. I would love to hear the ups, the downs, the ins and outs, the good, the bad, the ugly. You guys already know. I just want to be there to support you the way that you support me. Go ahead and leave it in the comments down below how it's going. Let me know what we're celebrating. Let me know what we need to be encouraged with. Let me know if I need to be crying with you or laughing with you or like celebrating with you. I just want to be there with you. And for this week, let's go ahead and throw a Let's throw a chile emoji in the comments down below. Not the country chile, but the vegetable. Is it a vegetable? I don't know. Is a jalapeno or chile, is it a vegetable or is it a fruit? I don't know. If you know, let me know, because I don't know which it is. I really don't. Like, it has seeds, so it's a fruit, right? It has seeds, so it's a fruit. I mean, tomatoes have seeds and they call that a vegetable, so I don't really know. But zucchinis have seeds, pumpkins have seeds, but they're gourds. I don't know. But if you know, I would love to hear all about it. And I will see you guys soon. Okay, let me give you your digital logs. And I'll see you soon.